1st of June 2020, Monday, was the first day of the full implementation of the modified enhanced community quarantine in the entire Region 10. The province of Misamis Oriental will now see COVID-19 restrictions eased from Monday until June 15 as the province starts the long road to economic recovery. Today, the province is in a transitional phase to the new normal. Being out in public will be much different. Temperature checks and social distancing will remain. Restaurants, salons, gyms, coffee shops, shopping malls, churches, and many other establishments will have to redesign to keep customers farther apart. They are allowed to operate with a condition that they occupy only half of the total capacity. Meanwhile, wearing of masks will be part of our everyday life, as well as carrying hand sanitizer or alcohols, while frequent hand washing is highly recommended. The chair of the Provincial Task Force for COVID-19, Dr. Jerry Kalingasan, together with Governor GYVBE Emano, urged every Misamisnan and all capital employees to continue follow health protocols amid the MGCQ so as to sustain the zero COVID case in the province. On Tuesday, June 2, 2020, was the 9th virtual flag raising ceremony hosted by the Management Information System or MIS. During this time, Dr. Jerry Kalingasan updated capital employees on the efforts of the provincial government and the Provincial Task Force for COVID-19 in battling the dreadful virus. He reiterated the 5 significant signs of COVID for the public to be aware. Symptoms like fever, dry cough, tiredness, loss of appetite, and body pains should not be taken for granted. He suggests to undergo self-quarantine, but if symptoms persist, immediately go and see a doctor as soon as possible. Dr. Kalingasan also asked Provincial Administrator Attorney Jocelyn Lood Mateo to put up more lavatories for capital employees to regularly wash their hands before and after going to work. He likewise suggests to provide each worker a thermometer for them to check their own body temperature twice a day as part of health monitoring and self-responsibility. Also on that morning, Governor GYVBE Emano was joined by 2 beautiful ladies from Misamis Oriental who will compete in the Miss Philippines Earth and Miss Universe 2020. The aspiring candidates received financial assistance from the provincial government to aid them in their journey to hopefully bring home the pride of the province. In a virtual guesting, Miss Universe candidate Caroline Veronilla expressed her gratefulness to Governor GYVBE Emano for the support extended to reach her dream, while Miss Philippines Earth candidate Isobel Piano, the Miss Cuyamis 2020, also thanked the good governor for giving his all-out support to them. Governor GYVBE Emano has always remained a staunch supporter of young Misamisnans, providing several opportunities that feature their talents and skills, especially to the national level, which are being harnessed to support the developmental efforts of the provincial government.
Hello, Bob. I just want to say thank you sa support nga mong gihatag lang sa kuha pati na po sa tanang nga nag-represent sa Misamis Oriental.
Dako kaayo akong pasalamat sa atong provincial government, labi na kay Governor GYVBE Emano ug sa atong tourism office nga gipanguluhan ni Attorney Jeff Saclot sa ilang padayon nga pagsuporta sa ako.
Also on that day, a well-known Cagayanon fashion designer, now based in New York City, has donated 750 pieces of face mask to the provincial government of Misamis Oriental. The renowned Boogie Musni Rivera has never forget to look back to his roots, the Misamis Oriental. Through his event organizer Dennis Almazan, the donation was turned over to Governor GYVBE Emano, who expressed his gratitude for the help extended for the frontliners. Likewise, happening on that day was the release of 6.6 million pesos intended for the barangay health workers in the entire Misamis Oriental. A total of 3,300 BHWs from the 23 municipalities and 2 cities received 2,000 pesos each as early honorarium, being the frontliners in providing quality health services in their barangays. The aid was received by Ms. Vivian Almonisid, BHW President from the municipality of Hasaan. Governor GYVBE recognized the hard work of the province's health providers, thus fitting to release what is due to them. The said timely release of their compensation form part of the economic recovery program of his administration as recommended by the Provincial Task Force for COVID-19 Chief Dr. Jerry Kalingasan. Also on Tuesday, to reduce the transmission of COVID-19, capital workers were given thermometers by the Provincial Health Office. All employees are required to accomplish daily health symptoms form, undergo temperature check at 8 o'clock in the morning, and another round at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Daily temperature must be recorded in the form and shall be submitted to PHO every Friday at 3 in the afternoon. All thermometers are required to be disinfected every after use. As a general rule, if a worker has a temperature of over 37 degrees, even after a 5-minute rest, the worker has to fill up a form and inform any PHO staff as soon as possible. And on Wednesday, June 3, 2020, the Provincial Agriculture Office have started giving additional livelihood projects for returning distressed overseas Filipino workers and locally stranded individuals. Out of 98 recorded OFWs and LSIs, 27 of them have confirmed and will form part of the first batch. Nang Inday from Talisay, Hingoog City, whose son is an OFW, received 1/4 hectare of upland rice and another 1/4 hectare of vegetable seeds. She is filled with so much gratitude to the father of Misamis Oriental.
Salamat kog dako sa gobernador og Apollo kamara taga-office. Daghang salamat magpaluyo mo, nagatag mo kinabang sa mga OF nga nakauli nga wala sila kahuman sa ilang kuan kontrata. Katabang gyapon na panginabuhian. Daghang salamat.
According to Pagro Chief Jose Apollo Pacamalan, Governor GYVBE's marching order is to look after the well-being of distressed OFWs and LSIs. The governor said now is the right time to tap the OFW sector as they start to reintegrate themselves back to their respective homes and communities in this time of crisis. Also on that day, the same office alongside First Community Cooperative and Hingoog City Agriculture Office conducted a farm visit to the Lunutan group of farmers to help them market their products amidst the prevailing situation in the province. Both Pagro and FICO aim to promote innovation of marketing program that will connect producers and consumers alike. They guarantee to help the farmers ease the logistical arrangement of food supply delivery and distribution. They will facilitate the pickup and delivery of products for sale while the farmers market is not yet operational due to this abnormal situation we are in. Governor GYVBE said, "Give our farmers empowerment, appreciation, and full support to combat the present challenges of COVID-19. Thursday, June 4 of 2020, the Provincial Agriculture Office, through its Fisheries Division, dispersed catfish or locally known as hito to Farmers Association within the province of Misamis Oriental. In Barangay Awang Opol, Basak Masayon Carp Beneficiaries Association received 1,500 fingerlings of hito and 20 sacks of feeds. They also gave away 1 sack of lime. Meanwhile, in Barangay Bagukbuk, Bayug-Bayugan Farmers Association received 1,000 fingerlings of hito and 14 sacks of feeds and 1 sack of lime for water conditioning. Friday, June 5, 2020, the Tourism Congress of the Philippines hosted a webinar to discuss the tourism industry's challenges and actions together with key figures in the industry. Provincial Tourism Officer of Misamis Oriental, Attorney Jeffrey Saclot, was chosen to be one of the resource person in the said activity. Attorney Saclot focused on 3 parts. First, the important features of Misamis Oriental. Second, the challenges faced by the province in this time of pandemic. And third, the economic recovery of the province as far as the tourism industry is concerned.
Misamis Oriental recovery plan includes infra projects to be implemented, including tourism projects such as the 25 million worth botanical garden project that is seen to provide employment opportunities. Next slide. Also, moratorium on the payment of real property tax. The ordinance due for approval provides that no penalty will be charged for late payment of tax for the first 2 quarters of this year, which tax may be paid next year or on a staggered basis within this year, whichever is convenient to the taxpayer.
And from June 1 to 5 of 2020, a total of 227 locally stranded individuals from different provinces were given financial assistance by Governor Bambe Emano through the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office, amounting to 465,000 pesos. In observance of the new normal by the provincial government of Misamis Oriental, PSWDO, through its head, Mr. Junleymar Abella, distributed the said financial assistance directly to their respective municipalities to avoid physical contact with the beneficiaries. Beginning April 18 until June 5 of 2020, PSWDO has already extended help to 319 individuals amounting to 638,000 pesos. Also, from May 29 to June 4 of 2020, a total of 95 returning OFWs and LSIs were carefully assisted by the Provincial Task Force for COVID-19 in close coordination with the Provincial Employment Services Office through its head, Ms. Zorobabel Waberabe, while a total of 67 OFWs were housed at Marian Suites, spending more than 50,000 pesos for their food and accommodation. Since the arrival of sweeper flights on May 25, as a whole, the Provincial Task Force for COVID-19 through Dr. Jerry Kalingasan and Attorney Jeffrey Saclot have so far assisted 282 OFWs and 348 LSIs, bringing up to a total of 630 Misamisnans.
Suffice to say that Governor Bambe Emano's administration is strong and cohesive, working hard to position our province for the future. We have come a significant distance, but there is much to accomplish in the remainder of his term. He has set himself enormous stretch targets and is pursuing them tirelessly to achieve a long-term vision that would make Misamis Oriental absolutely the best. Jinky Rosit, PIO.